Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
What it do, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. This is Ray Ray All Day. And you can also catch me on IG at All Day Ray Ray. It's just the words are just a little backwards and forwards, it's flip. Anywho, well, we're here to talk about Real Housewives a bit. Wait, hold on. We not here to talk. I'm here to talk, and you gonna listen while I give my rendition, my opinion, my take on things going on in Beverly Hills. These rich housewives of Beverly Hills. Season 12, episode 13? Is that where we at? Oh, child. We moving right along. I just want to thank you already for tuning in. If you could please like before you leave, leave me a comment if you like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and share it. Let somebody know what's up and what's going on over here. Ciao. Here we go. Yeah, you see the title, right? The title says it all. And I think that's enough conversation. OMG, I couldn't imagine. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, Rinnas calling everybody to invite to the wine tasting. Her and her husband developed some liqueurs, and I believe it's some rosés, some desserts, and dries, and all sorts of other things that I am totally not aware of. However, she's inviting folks, getting shade, and seeing how folks doing. And she'd have called everybody but Sheree. Look, Sheree. They spelled the same, but sounds different. But nah, I'm just playing. Sheree showed up. Yeah, so she's calling everybody and checking up on everybody. That's kind of cute. Out there on her lawn, and she's blowing everything with her blower and just trying to connect and trying to, I guess, appease things at the house. Oh, that's one thing I really liked that they had on her patio. It's a heater, some type of mechanism device. They didn't show the heaters. I want to see what they look like. But that'll be great to have because where I live, it gets cold as HE double hockey sticks. And you may want to sit outside, enjoy the crisp air, but it be sometimes be too crisp, be crispy. Child, I don't know. But yeah. Sounds kind of cute. Next, we see Sutton making chicken salad with her 2 kids, her son and her daughter. I don't think I've seen her son, but I know I've seen her daughter before. Very soft-spoken and very well-mannered. Oh, reminds me of my life. Oh, anywho, the chicken salad. I don't know, them chunks of bell peppers and celeries and things was a little too big for me. But anywho, maybe she chop it, get one of those choppers and just chop around like they do at Subway. That may work better. But I'm so glad she did not use Miracle Whip. I don't know why people eat Miracle Whip. If y'all eat Miracle Whip, that is so thinking about it. It's not food, right? It's a concoction. It's not derived from food, an organic source. It's all chemicals. Just remember that taste. I can't stand Miracle Whip. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Thank you. Moving on, Garcelle and Dorit have dinner and they're chatting it up. And yeah, Garcelle brings up PK's DUI child. And Dorit just a lying, talking about, well, he didn't get a DUI. They took him to the station, they tested his alcohol, it was below the limit, and that was pretty much it. Girl, bye. They picked him up, tested him at the scene. He was over the limit. Child, you forgot that part, huh? The other issue was she later on in the scene, she complained about to PK, about being mad about finding out having to go pick up his car. Now, all that was just privilege beyond, it was just offensive actually, because people have died in those situations. And to take this so lightly and just, oh, well, it was just nothing, I understand she's not going to throw her husband up under the bus. I understand she's not going to keep perpetuating the words out there for it to keep, recirculating that, because of his privilege. I understand that. At the same time, she is oblivious to the time that we're in. And yeah, it's going to be expounded upon because of his privilege, of his whiteness privilege, that, he wasn't killed. And that's just how it is in America, unfortunately. And yes, it is offensive because a lot of people did not make it because of of their skin color. And it just keeps, reminding you. And it's not to take anything lightly because people die in his situation. Child, moving on. And they talk about EJ on her meds. And, Garcelle brings up that, in her drunkenness and substance abusiveness. And actually, y'all, it is a poisoning when you combine medications with alcohol. It may not tell you, but medically speaking, the doctors and all those people, all the medicine and all the professionals, I looked it up. They consider it a poisoning. So she keeps poisoning her body. And that's how people die, y'all. They keep poisoning their body. Like they say, you're not supposed to for a reason. I hope she's all right. I hope she doesn't, do herself in. But yeah, Garcelle and Dorit talking about all this stuff. And, there has to come a point when it's taken a lot more seriously. Like Rinna, she really, addressed it as a friend, a concerned friend to EJ. Remember when she had, what's the boy, Mikey on, when all three of them were talking, when Rinna addressed it, well, you were out of control. See, anytime people are told they're out of control, that's not good. It's never good to not be in control of yourself, when you're in those situations. Alcohol in moderation can be enjoyed, but she's not responsible. And in her age, it just shows that how irresponsible she's been. Usually as you get older, you become wiser and a lot more apt to, not messing up, or at least not letting people know you mess up. But in her younger years, one can say she was a lot less responsible. And one can say that she was in total sync with what her husband was doing illegally. Child, see how all this ties in? It don't look good because your reputation precedes you. And knowing all these things about you, one, has a preconceived notion and it can be proven. And I don't want to get into all that. This ain't about her. But yeah, EJ, stop poisoning yourself. Lord. What's next? EJ just wants some good penis in the back. Child, she live in the back house somewhere. And all she wants is some good penis, talking to her homies and whatnot. I get it. Hey, for those of us who's strictly dickly, I mean, who likes penis, yeah, who doesn't want some good penis? I mean, really. Next, we have Sutton and Rinna have lunch about their relationship and about things. Rinna kind of, dug her in. Um, Sutton, she was accepting of it because she recognized how wrong she was, and she was willing to accept the fun shade Rinna was giving her. She gave her a little bit, but it wasn't too harsh. It was enough for Sutton not to be offensive or want to combat what Rinna was saying. But then, child, the tables turned when they was in front of everybody else. But we're gonna get into that a little later. Dorit next. Dorit calls Diana. Everybody quarantined. Child, not a whole nother batch of folks. I'm looking at my notes, child. Whole nother batch of folks is had to be quarantined because of you know what. Now Diana quarantine, child. Crystal clears quarantine. Oh, Kyle got the now it had to be at the party because they kind of switched off. It was some folks out. They kind of mixed and mingled once those folks was out of quarantine at Diana's Christmas party. Now, folks who wasn't in trouble is in trouble. See, it's a whole lot of things saying. Anywho, next, Cherie shows up first to the wine tasting at Rinna's, like I said before, even though they didn't show Rinna calling Cherie. Cherie was first to show up. Oh, she looked so cute. She dressed for the occasion, of course. She had on her knit. Yes, all of us body girls have some knit fitted, what they call it, maxi type of fitted dresses that just, clings, it just clings, Yes, baby. Looks so cute, but I don't like that hat. That's just me. I don't like the hat. But anyway, she looked cute. EJ shows up in her fine whimsical cotton. It was like baby pink and white. She looking really cute. Balenciaga down was Garcelle, looking cute. And Sutton had her child, what she call them? Glossed over. What she call it? Glossed over denim, but it wasn't leather. Child, whatever. Who else was there? The label queen, Dorit herself, had to read Garcelle down about, wait, you coming here with all these labels down. Oh, here you go with this big ass Balenciaga jacket. And you can't hardly tell what I'm wearing. But they both had on the same yellow. That was so cute. I love the banter. They were just talking, and they bring up Crystal Clear's purging. EJ, what you doing? But the humdinger was how Dorit said, well, she told me she's, actually doing it every day. Everybody's like, ooh, clutching pearls and everything. That's not cute. Now, I understand they weren't talking about her like, oh, she, it wasn't mean-spirited, but at the same time, something so delicate. I think they should just wait for her to be there. My opinion, I could be wrong, but Crystal Clear is calling out for help in her way, and they shouldn't stop. What's next on my notes? Oh, EJ points out Sutton's way of hurting people. Oh, that was pretty, okay, EJ is really trying to get the heat off of her and put it on Sutton, trying to make it seem like Sutton did all that, talking about her and her case to throw the heat off of her and make herself look Listen, EJ got this whole narrative she's trying to push because that's what gold diggers do. You know, they have to keep the story going. In no way, shape, or form can she admit defeat in any way because, like I said, it precedes you. It hits home in other areas. Well, she can be this way over here, and she can be this way over there. You know, all that. So she's just trying to be Mother Teresa all the way around. Look, quote unquote Mother Teresa. Child. Garcelle is telling EJ, you know, I don't think it's cool, you know, or I think it is okay for me to defend Sutton. That's what friends do. And she comes from a big family, and that's what she's prone to. But she doesn't think she's taking up for her as a Captain Save-A-Ho or even in the wrong moments because she agreed when something was wrong. And that's that on that. Child, what else is going on? Oh yeah, the big, the big one. Uh, um, Now once Garcelle was telling EJ and defending Sutton to EJ, she wanted to invite Sutton into the convo. EJ's like, no, this ain't about that right now. We're just talking. But little does EJ know, right before they start talking, Garcelle mentioned to Sutton, girl, you know, EJ said you're a liability. I'm going to talk to her about that. Really? Really, Garcelle? Okay. Okay. So soon as EJ and Garcelle finish their combo and come back to the ladies, here comes Sutton. Who the hell you think you are talking about I'm a liability, bitch? EJ was like, well, damn, didn't I just say? And Garcelle mouth wide open like, blindsided. Sutton had up to here with folks. That's all I know. Sutton had up to here with folks. So yeah, EJ just again points out how Sutton's way of hurting people versus Garcelle's way of lifting people up, you know, and how they defend each other, there's a difference. And it's very telltale from EJ. It's very one-sided because EJ is trying to paint a picture that's not really there. Rinna ain't here for Sutton's ish, throws her out, cussed her out, all that, you know, because Rinna was drunk. She let her have it. Rinna said, you know, I have been talking about you, and I'm going to tell you right here, right as soon as Rinna said, in the midst of them already talking, you know, getting kind of riled up about the their conversation they had at lunch, Rinna, I guess she just felt she got that courage from the liquid. And just as soon as she said, you know, I've been talking about you like a dog, I knew it was over. It was a wrap. And Rinna was just gonna say whatever the hell. And she did, kicked her out, cussed her out, all that. Rinna made a blunder though. She was so drunk. First, she's like, no, you didn't offend me or Harry, but you offended the the shit, the charity, you know, and then in the same later in the end of the sentence, yeah, you offended me, Harry, the charity, you, Diana, everybody. Girl, you know she was toe up. You know she was toe up. But yeah, that was the end of Beverly Hills. They're giving, of course, these ladies give. Most of them are actresses, so that it's their job to give. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. And again, if you can like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you haven't already, I appreciate you again. And hit the outro, y'all.